Hello everyone. In today's class, we'll discuss regarding personality development. According to the Bangalore University, one of the objective type paper, personality development, unit 2, interpersonal skills. So, under interpersonal skills, we shall discuss today regarding importance, components, what are the benefits of interpersonal skills, and what are the techniques to be adopted to improve the interpersonal skills. Okay, moving on to the meaning of interpersonal skills. So, interpersonal skills are the qualities and behaviors we exhibit while interacting with other people. So, what and all skills and qualities you have or you exhibit when you are talking to some person or interacting to some person or when you are responding to a person is what called as interpersonal skills. And what are the importance of interpersonal skills, or why interpersonal skills is important, or it is needful for an individual interpersonal skills. The first importance or need for interpersonal skills is it helps them or people to ask their doubts from teachers and learn better. Very importantly, in a class, when it is only you are having, when you are carrying this skill of interacting with some person or asking some doubts, when you are interacting to some person, or when you behave in a way that it is peaceful for in the classroom, or it is according to the classroom behavior, then only you can have a good teaching and learning interaction. Moving on to the second importance, it helps in building good relationship with the other people like your colleagues or peer group, teachers, family members, and society. It also boosts confidence and personality development. Very important, personal development is nothing but where it includes stress management or communication level, all the communication, all those things. So it helps in building confidence or boosting the confidence and improving your personality development. Next one, it helps them or people to express their thoughts, ideas, and feelings to their parents, teachers, or classmates to get help or support. Very important point. So when you are having, that skill of expressing yourself to some people or to the people whom to you are talking or responding, it is helpful for you to get some support or help for whatever the thing you are communicating to them or expressing to the other person. Next one, it improves their social status as they interact and entertain their friends and acquaintances. It helps them value the diversity, individual respect, and different customs in the society. And it also helps in improvement of soft skills like verbal or non-verbal communication, or a person is considered more ethical and gets respect in the society. So these are the main important points as to which it will be specifying why interpersonal skills is important or needful for a individual. Moving on to the components of interpersonal skills are verbal communication, non-verbal communication, listening skills, and negotiation. So the word itself tells components. That means without these, the interpersonal skills are not complete. So verbal communication, coming to the first component, verbal communication, it is nothing but it is how you are expressing your words in type in your feelings or your expressions in the form of words is what called as verbal communication. So the definition of verbal communication is how and what words are used to communicate with individuals. It is the ability to communicate through words with the correct tone and manner. Next one, non-verbal communication. So non-verbal communication other than words, if it is any action or any body language or any eye contact, if you are having all these, or any gestures or any hand movements, all these comes under non-verbal communication. So another type of interpersonal skill is non-verbal communication, which consists of facial expressions, body language, and gestures. Very importantly, when you're talking to your friend, for example, when you're explaining a topic, or when you're giving a seminar to the in the class, when you're talking, when you're giving a seminar, or when you're giving a presentation in a class or in your workplace, it is very importantly you cannot just stand stiff and you can explain the topics or you can express your feelings or thoughts. It is very important to have some gestures or body language or hand movement, so that it will be whatever the thing you want to communicate will be communicated more expressively and more successfully. Next one, the third component is listening skills. So if you are a good speaker, is not enough for being a good be having a good interpersonal skill. Also you should be having a good listening skill, so you should be a good listener also. So listening skills are the ability to hear attentively and process information correctly. So it is not that only you always speaking, you always speaking, but also you should be having that nature or the behavior of listening to the other person completely and having good proper response to whatever you have heard. Next, the fourth one is negotiation. So negotiation is nothing but it is a next type of interpersonal skill that is important to effective business communication. This term means having the ability to discuss and reach an agreement in a professional manner. So it is not only having verbal or non-verbal communication, being more professional or professional is also very important. So only when you come to an agreement in a professional manner only, whatever the interpersonal skills you are exhibiting will be successful. The next topic is regarding techniques for improvement of interpersonal skills. So what and all techniques can be adopted by an individual for improving the interpersonal skills? So under that, first one is to cultivate a positive outlook. Teach yourself to be positive by reminding yourself every day of the good things about your life and your job. If you are upset about a personal matter, set those feelings aside until after work. If you are stressed about a work issue, look for the positive in the situation and try to build on that on but try to build on that. It is very important to be positive. In our day to day life we come across various things that will be upsetting our mind or our mood. So when you are keeping all these aside and when you are concentrating more on the positive side of the life will be more fruitful and colorful. The second point is regarding control your emotions. Very importantly, the emotions have to be controlled by the individual, but not the emotion should control the individual. Very importantly, when you are having control, for example, if your friend is fighting with you or is quarreling with you, immediately you cannot slap your friend. That means you are not controlling your emotion, that is your anger. So when you are calmly listening to your friend, so for whatever he is expressing and when you are responding to him proactively, so being proactive is very important. So proactively if you are responding to your person, to the person or to your friend, then only you are successful in controlling your emotions. Moving on to the next topic, next point is regarding show a real interest in your colleagues. So it is very important in your workplace. It should be a very transparent environment what you build. So you work side by side with your colleagues for 8 hours every day. It's only logical that you will learn something about their lives. Make a point of getting to know what's important to your co-workers. It will help solidify your relationship with them. See, in a day of 24 hours, maximum time of 8 to 9 hours you'll be spending with your colleagues, that is in your workplace. So when only you are having in that situation, if you are having a good relationship with your colleagues or with your peers, then only whatever the maximum time of your day you are spending you will be colorful and you will be having a healthy time spent with your people that you are spending maximum time with them. Moving on to the next point is regarding find one good trait in every co-worker. Not all of us like every single person we work with, but you can't let personal preference get in the way of peak performance. If a colleague's personality clashes completely with your own, the best way to handle the situation is by finding at least one good trait in that person, preferably something professional. So each and every person will be having their own strength and their own weakness. Maximum, if you are concentrating on the strength of your colleague, or with the positive side of your co-worker, then only the relationship can be have you can build will be a good one. Next point is regarding practice active listening. So very importantly, in an article 10 ways to improve your interpersonal skill, the editor is advising is ad- will editor's advice is that practicing active listening. You can do this by maintaining eye contact with the speaker, nodding your head, and repeating what he or she says in your words. The speaker will feel respected, and you are likely to be able to recall the conversation more easily afterwards. So it is very important when you are talking to a person, giving them some response. If you are sitting like a dumb and deaf fellow, it's of no use. Then only when you are giving some gesture or some positive signs, positive vibes towards the speaker who is speaking to you, that person will be motivated to give you more and more information and to be more and more friendly with you. Moving on to the next topic is being assertive. So, according to another article, that is effective communication, where improving communication skills in your work and personal relationship. According to this article, there it is mentioned that it's important to be assertive. Be confident in your ability and opinions, and don't be afraid to express your needs as well as your limits. Very importantly, if you are holding your feelings or if you are holding your expressions, you are the loser. You should be having that ability to express yourself anytime, anywhere. Next point is regarding practice empathy. Gain a well rounded view of things by putting yourself in other people's shoe. This will help you develop empathy for others, which in turn goes a long way in finding solutions that work for all involved. So the sentence itself tells, gain a well-rounded view of things by putting yourself in other people's shoe. So when you are actively participating with the other person, or actively involved in the activities, in various activities with the person, you can gain or you can practice empathy or develop empathy. So next point is regarding maintaining your relationship. The previous points also we have discussed regarding relationship, connection with college friends and former colleagues on social media or through email. Try to set up face-to-face meetings now and then. This shows your connections that you still value the relationship, and that can go a long way in helping you advance your career. Very importantly, there are various modes of being connected with people. It may be Facebook or Twitter or WhatsApp, whatever. There are various social medias. So when you are being connected with all those people whom you had met before, will be helping you to build a good relationship with them, so that it means a lot for each and every person. Moving on to the next topic is regarding benefits of interpersonal communication. There are various benefits to be mentioned, but what is that I observed is that these three main benefits. The first benefit is regarding it builds a strong connection with others. So one of the main benefit of having interpersonal communication skills is that you build a strong connection with others. If you are good with the interpersonal skills, you are capable of building a long lasting relationship or friendship with others. This particular skill may be of great help to you when you are in public, for example, when you are in your workplace. See, according to this point, it is very important to have a very good relationship with your family, it may be, or with your friends, or with your colleagues, or with your higher officials, whatever it may be. Very importantly, when you are spending the maximum time with your colleagues or with your friends in the college, it is very important to have a very good relationship by having a very good interpersonal skills. So if your friend is doing something wrong, well, you please tell them. You should be more expressive in telling what is your friend doing wrong, or if your friend have achieved something, be bold to appreciate them, be open or transparent to appreciate, so that the relationship or the interpersonal relationship between you and your friend will develop or will become more strong. The next second point is regarding improved interaction. So when you are having good interaction or good face to face communication, or it may be a verbal or a non verbal communication, or having some good gestures or body language, all these things will be helping you to have a healthy relationship or a good interaction, improved interaction with you and your other individual. Interpersonal communication is also known as face to face communication. When you get involved with a face to face conversation with a person, you have better chances of improved interaction. In other words, it helps you to understand and maintain the person better. Even if you are having meeting with the person for the first time, where for the first time having interpersonal skills can help you interact well with the person. Moving on to the next last benefit of the interpersonal skill is that it is with the help of interpersonal communication skills, you will also be able to persuade your audience well. To put it differently, it helps you to convince others well. So whatever you want to communicate or whatever you want to express, if you are putting in a proper way through your words or through your body language, you can convince the person who is for whom you are communicating with. So these are the main important benefits of interpersonal communication and interpersonal skills is what we discussed today in today's class. Thank you. Thank you one and all.